distinguished judges, teachers, and fellow Williamites, good afternoon. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost someone? Today, I'm going to read you a story about love and lost. The Last Letter. Sophie sat at her desk, staring at an empty sheet of paper before her. The pen in her hand felt heavier than it had ever been. Its weight, a reminder of the words she had yet to write. She had been sitting there for hours, trying to find the right way to say goodbye. It had been a year since Tom left. A year since the phone call that had shattered her world, leaving her heart in pieces on the floor. "I'm sorry, Sophie," he said through the crackling line. "But I can't keep doing this. I need to go." She had begged him to stay. She had promised him that they would work through everything. The late nights at the office, the distance between them, the silence that had slowly crept into their relationship. But in the end, there had been no words that could fix the cracks. He left anyway, and the life they had built together crumpled like sand between her fingers. Now, a year later, she sat alone in their old apartment, the one they had shared for so long. The walls still carried the faint scent of his cologne. His books were scattered across the shelves. His jacket hung on the coat hook by the door, untouched since the day he left. Sophie had tried to move on. She had started seeing other people, thrown herself into work, gone out with friends. But nothing felt the same. Not without him. The letter. She had been needing to write it for months now. A letter to Tom. Maybe it was for closure. Maybe for forgiveness. She wasn't sure. She only knew that she needed to write it. She had to say everything she had never gotten the chance to say. She took a deep breath and began to write. "Tom, I didn't know where to start. Maybe with the words I never said. I should have told you that I was scared. Scared of losing you. Scared of everything we might become. And maybe that's why I pushed you away so many times. Why I was so quick to turn away when you tried to get close. I didn't know how to love you without hurting you first. I still miss you. I miss the way you make me laugh in the middle of a quiet evening. I miss the way how we would talk about nothing for hours, and the way you helped me when the world felt like it was too much. It was never enough, was it, our love? I didn't know how to make it better for the both of us. I didn't know how to make you see that you were everything I wanted, everything I needed. I don't hate you. I could never hate you. But I hate that I didn't fight harder for us. I hate that I didn't try to make things right when there was still time. But maybe, in some strange way, we were both too broken to fix." Sophie's hand trembled as she wrote. She didn't expect to feel this much. She had spent so long convincing herself that she was over him, that she was okay. But as the words spilled out onto the page, she realized that she wasn't okay. She had never truly let go of him. I don't know if you ever read this letter, or if you even want to, but I need you to know that I still care. I always will. I just wish we could have been more, Tom. I wish we could have been enough. Sophie paused, wiping away a tear that had escaped down her cheek. She folded the letter carefully, almost as if she was holding a piece of her heart. She didn't know if she would ever send it. She wasn't sure if Tom would ever get it, or if it would even matter. But that wasn't the point anymore. The point was, she had finally said everything she needed to say. She had finally faced the grief that had been silently eating away at her. She had allowed herself to feel the weight of love she lost, the strength she had gained in learning to live without it. Sophie stood up and walked over the window. Outside, the street stretched for her, full of possibilities and paths she hadn't yet walked. She wasn't sure where her future was headed, but for the first time in a long while, she felt like she could breathe. And for the first time in a long while, she was ready to move forward. Thank you.